Well done! You've completed your very first Nini's challenge. This means you unlock color variations for that item, and you can place as many duplicates as you want. Click the manual to learn more. So if I go back to the house... Do you love the lamp or do you love the bookshelf? Well, anyways, I can now place a whole bunch of chairs. And I could use them to surround this table. But I can also pick through different colors. So there's this light wood, a dark wood, a red painted wood, maybe, a blue painted wood, a green painted wood, pink painted wood, purple painted wood, and that's it for that. Okay, so let's just do a couple more regular puzzles, I think. Okay, so there's the third page unlocked. Puzzle number 13 is a microwave, which is another 10 by 10 grid puzzle. Let's go for it. Okay, so a couple of easy ones. We've got a row of 10, another row of 10, and a column of 10. And we have a row of 9, which could be either these 9 or these 9. So let's fill in the gap. Okay, and I think this column is completed because we have to do these 9 in order to connect these two groups. It can't be these 9 because of this one block here. And that also finished this row, which is just two groups of 1. Now then, I think maybe we can finish this column. It's 2 plus a gap is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, so that adds up to 10. So we can just, we've got the 2 here, a group of 1, another group of 1, and a group of 3. Okay. Oh, I can put a group of 1 there, which means I can finish this row. Then... Oh, okay, so this row is just 3, which means it's either these 3 or these 3. So I can fill these in with checks. Then we need... This row needs a group of 3 and then a group of 3. We have 2 here. We can't connect them together, otherwise it's a group of 4. So if I put a check there, I can put a block there. Then... I think I can finish these 2 rows, because we need a group of 1 and then a group of 3, so that means isolating these groups of 1s and making groups of 3. Then filling in the checks. I can also... We need 3 groups of 1 on this row, so I can isolate those. Then this column I think we can do, because we need a group of 6. And in order to connect all these blocks into one group, it has to be these 6. Okay, that finished this row. Oh, whoops. There we go. Then I think, yeah, we can finish a couple of these. Actually, we can probably finish all of these columns. This has to be a group of 2 and a group of 2. So I put a check here and a block there. Then a group of 2 and a group of 3. We just fill these in and these. And that completes this row if we fill in the checks. And now we just need to fill in these blocks. Not bad. Okay, so then number 14 is a basic long counter. It's a 10 by 5 grid. Okay, so let's start off with these 4s. We know they have to be either the top 4 or the bottom 4, so let's fill in the gaps. And then this 3, we can fill in 1 here. Okay, so I think we've got this central row done, because we've got a group of 1 here, and a group of 2. And then we need a group of 4, and we have to connect these 2 blocks to do it. There we go. And then we need a group of 7 and a group of 1. We can get a group of 1 if we block that off. I place a check there. And then get a group of 7 like that. Okay. And then, well, let's suppose. Oh, that finished this. That filled this. That solved this column here because we need a group of 3, and this is a check, so we can just do this. Then I think we can logic. Oh, yeah, so that solved this row as well, since it has to be a group of 5, and it means that's these 5. That solved these columns as well. If I just place a check here and some checks in there, then we need a group of 7 here, which is these 7. That solves these columns, and we just need a row 4 here. Not bad. And my tea has gone cold now. Oh well. Okay, so number 15 is a humidifier. It's another 10 by 10 puzzle grid. Okay, well, this is interesting. This column says 0, so we can just fill that in with checks. And this is a 6 and 3 with a gap in that adds up to 10, so just make a group of 6, space, and 3s. Okay, time to think a bit more. Oh, okay, we have another one here. It's a 7 and then a 2 with a gap in between, so that adds up to 10. So we do the 7 and the 2. Then this group of 8, it's either those 8 or these 8. So I can fill in these gaps. And then this 6 are these gaps. Oh, okay, and then we have a group of 6 here, which has to include these 3, so it has to be these 6. There we go. This row is a group of 2 and a group of 3. We already have the group of 3, so just fill that in. And let's see. Oh, okay, so this row calls for a group of 2 and a group of 4. We can't put any in here, so this has to be the group of 4. And in order to get a group of 2, I have to put check here and do that. Then this is a group of 6 and a group of 1. We already have the 1, so if I place that there, then the 6 goes in here. Yeah, exactly 6. And I can also fill these 6 in and place checks. We have an 8 here, a 3 here, and a 2 on this column. Actually, I think we can solve this row. We need 6 continuous, so it has to be these 6. Then... okay, so this column has to be a group of 4 and a group of 4. We've already got the checks in place, so just plop them in. And then this row, we separate this group of 3 and make another group of 3. This column, I think, is done since we've got a group of 4 and can make another group of 4. There's a 6 here, so I can just fill that in. Those 7, and we have to connect all of these. Okay, oh, okay, and this row actually can be done, so since we need a group of 2 and a group of 3, we can't put any in here, so I can check that off and fill those. And fill that, and just fill these last 2. There we go. Not bad. Okay, number 16 is an apple hat. It's a 10 by 8 grid. Well, we've got one gimme in the form of this row of 10, and this column of 8 is another one. Then this group of 8 is either these 8 or these 8. And it has to include this one. So... then let's see. Oh, we can finish these columns because we have to have a continuous group of 7 and 6, and they have, which means they are like that. And this. And also finish this row. Then we have a group of 5 here, so it's either these 5 or these 5, which means I can place checks. And I can fill in some more checks here since this column is 2, so it's either these 2 or these 2. Okay. And then we have a group of 4 in this column, so it's either these 4 or these 4, which means I can fill these 2 in. Ah, okay, so this row is a group of 1 and then a group of 5. We can make the group of 5 this way. And then down here we need a group of 2 and a group of 6. This has to be the 6, so I can put 1 here. Actually, that solves this column because we need a group of 2, then a group of 4. So we can get the group of 4 by putting the check there, and then the 2 that way, which solves this row. Then a group of 5, if I put a check there and fill these in, that's done, and so is this column. And this column can fill in this 4. And let's see. Okay, I think I can complete this column by placing a check here and there, and fill those in. I can finish this column by placing 4, and these 2 rows are done. And I can finish this row by just filling it in. Yeah, so that's a hat, which means it's a new body piece. So I can put it on now, or is that going to replace... Okay, yeah, it's a hat, so it stays in with everything else. Alright, puzzle number 17, which is a basic counter. It's a 10 by 10 grid. Okay, it's starting to get a bit more complicated. Okay, but we have one gimme in this row, which is a 5, a space, and a 4 in a grid of 10. So just place the 5, a space, and a 4. Okay, so... what else can I get? Or maybe this... okay, yeah, this column we can also do because it's 2 and then a space, which is 3. Then another 2, that's 5. And a space, that's 6. Then 4. So that's a total of 10. So if I just do that, then the 2, and then the 4. Okay, so this... that helps with this row because we need a group of 4 and then another group of 4. So just put those 4 in. And then this 3, it's either these 3 or these 3, so I can fill in some checks. Okay. Oh, and I can fill in the overlap here for the 4. Then let's see. Well, I think okay, so this is a bunch of groups of 2. We have one group of 2 here, so I can surround that with checks. And then we need 2 groups of 2 with a space in between. So we can fill that in by putting a group of 2, a space, and a group of 2. Okay. So this row needs a group of 1, then a group of 1, and a group of 3. which means this has to be part of the group of 3. So it's either these 3 or these 3. So I can put one there, and I can surround that one. Okay, that's all I can do with that row for the moment. Let's see, this row needs a group of 1 and then a group of 3. I can't get the group of 3 in here, so I can fill these in, and that's all that could be done at the moment. But I think I can finish this column now, since it calls for a group of 3 and then another group of 3. So the first group of 3 has to be these 3, and then the second group of 3 has to be these 3, because of this block's placement. Okay, I think we have this row now, because we need a group of 4 and then a group of 3. And the placement of the 3 means, this block means the 3 have to be here, and check there, and then the 4 here. Then I think we can advance this column a bit. We need a group of 4, which means we have to have, and then a group of 2. We can't, which means we have to connect these together to make the group of 4. Because I can't have 4 that way due to this check. And then I can put one here for that group of 2. Okay, how about this column? We need a group of 2, which is in here, then a group of 3, which is in here. So it's either these 3 or these 3, so I can fill these in. And that's all that can be done. Oh, this row needs a group of 3 at the end, so I can do that. Then there's a group of 3 that's either these or these, so I can fill that one in. But it needs to start with a group of 2, so I can place one here, and then here. Oh, this is one we could have gotten a lot earlier, because it totals up to 10. 2, 3, 6, 7, 10. My bad there. Okay, so what else can I figure out? This column is a group of 6 and then a group of 1. So the 6 could be these, or it could be this, but then it connects to this one. So it has to be these top 6 and a space and then the 1. Okay. Okay, so we have a group of 4 in here, which is either these 4 or these 4, so I can fill those in. And I know that the 1 has to be here then, so I can complete this column. One, 1, and 3. Oh, I can put I can put 1 here, which means maybe I can finish this column, because we need a group of 5. Which it's either these 5 or these 5, but it can't be these 5 because we need a group of 1, which means placing a 1 and a block, or a check. So these 5. And then we can finish this row because it's a group of 3, so it has to be these 3. And that finished this row and this column. Okay, then this row is 2, 1, 2, 1. We have 2 and a 1, so if I place a check there, I can finish the row by filling the remaining blocks. And I can also finish this row. Oh, I can make progress on this column because we have a group of 3 here. And then I can finish this row by placing 1 here. This one's 3, 3, 1, so working backwards, a 1, and then there's a group of 3, and then another group of 3. And then I can finish this row by placing 1 there. And we need a group of 2 and a group of 1 and a group of 2. So we have the 2, we have the 1 here, place the 1 there, finish that, and complete. There we go. Okay, I think I have time for one more puzzle and maybe some more decorating. So let's go ahead and do the stove, another 10 by 10 grid. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can finish this row with what we already have, like that. Then what else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we can fill this column in. Then could probably do some more deduction. So this column, well, this row is either these three or these three, so I can place checks everywhere else. And then this column is either these four or these four. So I do that. Then this column is either these 5 or these 5. So I can put a check here and the block there. And we have a 3 and a 4 on this column. So it's either this group is either these 3 or these 3. So I can place the blocks, and then these 4 or these 4. So I can place the overlap. Then I need a group of here, I need a group of 4 and a group of 2. If I put the 4 here, then there's no space for the group of 2, so the 4 have to go here. And that means this 3 is either these 3 or these 3, so I can place that there. Which means I can place 1 here to finish this first group of 3. Okay, so we have got a group of 2 and a group of 2 here. Which means make those checks, and I can put a group of 2 here. And I think that solves this column as well, since I need a group of 1, and then a group of 7, which that fills that in. That also fills this row in. And I can get my group of 2 here. That fills that row. And I can put a group of 2 here, and my group of 3 here. And actually that solves this column, because I can make my group of 5. Now then, oh, this row, I can put a group of 2 here. I can put a 1 here in the overlap. Okay, this is a 4, so I can do either this or these, so I can put 1 there. And I need a group of 1 here, and then a group of 4 and a group of 2. So in order to get a group of 2, I can put 1 here, and then a group of 4 like that. And that's also finished this column. I need a group of 3 in here, so I can fill these overlaps. And that gives me some groups of 3 for these. And I also need a group of 3 on this row, so there's 2 here, I can put 1 there. That finished this column. Oh, I think I've got this column as well, since I need a group of 4 and then a group of 2. So I can fill that in. I can place 1 there, check there. I can put 1 here to get that one done. Oh, and then I can finish this row by placing that there. And then I put 3 here, finish this row. I can finish this column. And these rows are done. Then I need a group of 1, and a group of 2, and a group of... Now, these columns are done. There we go. And there's our stove. It appears to be electric. Okay. Well, yeah, there we go. Congratulations for completing the page. These challenges are now available. Solve them to unlock color variations and more. Nice. Yeah, so let's go back to the house. Let's do a little more decorating really quickly. He did not appear to like that chair. So, yeah, let's get a long counter and a stove and a microwave and a humidifier. And that's good enough. So let's rotate, put the counter there. Let's get the microwave off the stove. But we will put the humidifier there. Put the stove over there. Okay, I think that's good. Well, I suppose I could also move the table over to here. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's check our mail before I wrap things up. So, free seeds from Trusty the Rat. Hello, Lucky Squeaker. Hello, Rodent Identity. You have been selected and you won 99,999 years of free sunflower seeds. Winky face seeds, winky face. This is not a scam. To get you free 500 Cheerios and seeds, please reply with your whole address, as well as a recording of your squeak to prove your identity. Don't miss out. Trusty the Rat. P.S. This is not a scam. Yeah. Then we've got another email. Rat Fact. Social animals from Ratway Sanctuary. Hello, Maleficious. Did you know rats are highly social animals that need to be kept in groups? In the wild, rats live in colonies of their extended family members. They eat, sleep, and play together, and they take turns watching for danger. When kept apart from other rats, they can become anxious, depressed, hypervigilant, and often develop behavioral problems and even physical illnesses. If you are considering getting pet rats, we recommend starting with a group of 3 or more. Ratway Sanctuary. And finally, Game Tips Rodent Help from Nini. Dear Maleficious, during gameplay you can get additional help for solving puzzles. At the bottom right of your screen, you can click on the call button to call on your rodent and access various help options. Don't hesitate to try and use them, and there's no penalty for it. Okay, well, that's a typo in the game. Hopefully they'll fix that before the final release. This is a demo, after all. You can get more detail about each options in the manual. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call it for now. I'll probably get back to this later in the week. Probably do some recording for my next week. But yeah, let's go ahead and cue the outro. Hello everyone, Maleficious here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and maybe leave a comment down below. If you want to see more from this channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. That's all for now. I'll see you next time.